It's the final few seconds before the lights go out and the race to the podium begins. You know this battle will be won off the track as well as on it. You've studied your tactics, anticipated every move like a grandmaster. You've researched and analysed, modified and fine-tuned to perfection. You have honed your instincts to give you an edge over your rivals. Your drivers focused, your team ready. The championship in the balance. First past the checkered flag, the goal. Epic victory or ultimate failure. There is only a heartbeat between them. MotorSport Manager. Take control.
Alright, welcome back to MotorSport Manager. Whilst I attempt to do a little bit better than I have been. Many thanks for the tips, especially Enzo, who has been a real help. From now on, I will be attempting, provided my recording equipment doesn't let me down again, to run races every other one. So this should be number 3, I think it is. So odd numbers will be between races, build up to the race. Even numbers will be the race, and this is our factory. Just thought I'd show you that. We're basically bottom of the grid on everything, but we can't afford to do anything much yet, so we will leave that. Our car at the moment, we're working to improve parts. We're working to improve the engines at the moment. I think we may just have a go at designing a part, see if we can get anything a little bit better out of it. Something which will make a difference and is relatively cheap to do. So I think we may just get some brakes going. Now, we don't really want to take this risk level, means there's more risk of it being found out as an illegal part, so I'm going to leave that. So I'm going to go for deceleration, and we'll try that. Confirm that. We'll also use our designer for 7. I'm not gonna put any money at the moment into improving the parts. We're gonna do that a little bit later, but we will try and get some simpler parts built up. Once we've got everything reliable, we will then go ahead and start improving the parts. Alright, let's see if we've got some mile here. The car is a finish, so which basically means they're now working on these. And it's going to be one day after the race, so we've got a little while to wait yet. So we'll go through, see what that was. It's induction to the GMA, which is the Global Motorsport Association, and it's about rule changes. In this game, we can decide whether we want rule changes or not, provided the majority agrees, and everybody will have a go at that. So we're go forward again. This is the World Motorsport. Basically, I think it's the Formula 1 of the series. Because they can't call it Formula 1. And that's what we're aiming to get into eventually. But it's going to be a long time yet. Not too worried about how they're doing there. And we now know that the brakes have been finished. Reliability will have to be worked on a bit. Performance is a little bit better, so we're deciding on a car to stick that on. Our number 1 driver is Sergio, so I think we'll give him the new brake. He's not happy, is he? He is definitely not happy. He's got the best bits on everything, and he's not happy. He's worried about the fact he hasn't got a high performance car, but in fact he has. Right, we are going to say we've got one set of brakes done. I'm going to trying with the suspension next. And I think we'll go for the medium speed corners. These are quite cheap to produce. And we'll give them a go at that. Let's see if we can get them a little bit happier. And we will forward on again. Got something we've got to do. Oh, hello. Interview about potential Beijing GP being added to the calendar. This is the European Championship. Beijing? I think not. I'm going to put me... that's told them. I think if it's a European Championship, we should just be racing in Europe. But that's my personal view. And let's see what. And this is to tell us we're going to be meeting soon. And we get through to the meeting. And this should be the meeting. And we got a vote, so we click on that and we come here. I'm going to do against, and we'll see how it happens. Oh, so far the majority against. The thing is, if you actually abstain from one, the next time you get an extra vote, which is handy if it's something you're not too worried about. And I think we're going to get it, and we got it. Somehow I managed to abstain instead of voting for. Mind you, I've got to vote next time. And we now be off to China. And the suspension's finished. So we check out the car, fit parts. That was quite a bit better, so we'll put that on him. He's still angry. He's not a happy chap. Now I'll give her the bits what I took off. Him that's slightly better than she's got. Although reliability is not as good. And how are we doing on improved parts? Right, I'm going to go mad and I'm going to design another part. I want to use most of my money up designing bits, and I think we will go. Now, an engine is quite expensive, but can give it quite a bit. Now, do we go for more reliability? We'll go for more top speed. It must probably mean it will break very easily, but it will keep things ticking along. As you notice, we're coming up the order. Yeah, we're off the bottom on that. Oh, Predator is below us on most things. Acceleration and deceleration. We're not doing quite so well on. And that's the race there. And we just let those rounds. There's 2 rounds of Formula 1 and Formula 2. I'm not too worried about those because frankly we're not in that class yet. And we'll go forward, and we're now to Milan, and this is where I will do the practice, and there we will end. It will be a short episode, but you will find that one short, one long. You seem to have some of the best drivers. Right, let's go to Milan now. First I'll sort out. Well, although we got 6 at the Black Sea, we only got 40 at Munich, so I am going to go with the cheaper option. We've got the parts all fitted. And we now fly in and make our way to Milan. This looks quite a high speed circuit. And I'm going to practice by 1 lap only for both, then we'll put another 1 lap only as we try and get the the car set up. It's not always the easiest thing in the world. It doesn't look like it's raining for a start. That's handy. And it looks like it's going to stay dry, so that's quite good now. I'm going to put both of those out at the moment. And I'll later in the year I'm going to use Young to do some testing for me. Downforce, we're going to leave downforce alone. Speed balance, I think we'll bring up to 63. I think we'll try 63, and we're going to leave the downforce alone for now. Tire choice, we'll leave it what they've got it set there. Confirm him. I want to leave everything dead standing on this one, just no, not quite. I am actually going to move that up to 1626, but I'm going to leave the rest of it standing. It gives me something to go by. And but on the other tyres, so we're testing both of the main tyres. Take practice, yes. Now we get the crowds here all excited. Send out stint for 2 laps. Well, it won't be 2 laps. We'll send out. And I'm going to put them both flat out for that first bit. Flat out. And I'm going to bring them straight in. We'll learn all we want to try and set up, I hope, on this little bit. I'll do this twice, then I'll give the second driver a long stint and the first driver a short stint to try and get the confidence up. But if he's not happy, I don't think we're going to hang on to him once his contract is up. He does not like our car, so we will then be hunting for another driver. It's a bit like Football Manager, really. You're trying to keep everybody happy, which is nigh on impossible. But I will need one other good driver, because you cannot survive without it. Right, now let's see what we've got. He's coming. Oh, she's like the gear ratios. And we'll just see what he likes. Handling he's not too happy about, so why don't we soften that down to 56, see if we can get that a little bit better. I'm not too certain whether just to, we're going to try that 15.5, see if it gets any better or worse, and 26, just see if it goes better or worse. Same thing again, stints, and we'll leave the same tyres on because there's not much good changing him over for that. Downforce looks not far out, handling and speed balancing good, but we'll change that to 63 to 56, I think. Try it there. We may need to go harder, we don't know yet. No, we go harder, we go 69, and we'll leave. We're going to bring that to 27. This is really is just try and get the thing set as best we can before we go for real practice, and that's on the way. We'll see if we got any better. We're not getting any real knowledge yet because we're not out on the track long enough. And we just send them out rushing away around. When they go on a proper practice, I will swap the tyres over. If we can get Valdez somewhere near, we're sending for another lap on the soft to try and set a fast time, which will hopefully make them feel a bit better about us. but he needs some practice on the mediums. But this being a relatively short lap, we've got time to do things. And he's going to have enough wear on that tyre to do one flying lap on the tyres properly. Now we see how that compares to last time. Handling is worse, so we know that. Oops, we had it on 63. We'll take that right to 75. And last time, speed balance. Of course, the speed balance changes as you change everything else. Doesn't seem to make too much difference there. We're going to give him a proper stint. I'm going to leave him on 2 laps. I'm going to leave him with those tyres. They're going to get him round for a flying lap. I'm going to let him do a proper go this time. Yes, that looks like it's too much up there. So those two are not. I'm not too worried about it. So I bring this back down again. We're actually going to bring that to. See, what did we have last time? We had yes. We'll bring that back down to what we had it. Now this one, I'm going to change to a long stint, 6 laps, finish the session off on mediums. No, I'll give her another go on those. So we get them both out on the same ones. Now she's on the way. Now I'll follow him round. This lap is just to get everything bedded in. Then we give him one flying lap and bring him in, and it's starting to rain. Now what's the water? It's going to get wet very quickly. So she may have a very short session, and he should just about get his flying lap in before the track gets too damp. This only chance of getting a good lap is going to be now. Right, engine mode up, attack. Tyres will only last the 1 lap. They're going to be burnt out at the end of this, and we want one good lap out of them now. I'm going to put the engine mode up and I'll push. But I think she's only going to get. They're both only going to get 1 lap in. And it looks like they are happy at the moment. I'll bring them in and I'll try and get them out with a lap or 2 on inters. It's still down there because it's wet, so it's not going to do anything. Right, in that case I'm going to bring her straight and it's going to make no difference at all. It doesn't matter about not setting the time on in this class, but she does want something. Oh well, I think we're gonna go with that. I'm not gonna play with that anymore. We put her on to 4 laps on inters, and hopefully it doesn't get any wet. No, that's all right. very muffled. Not that it really matters anymore because he's coming in anyway. I want to get him out and get one lap done on intermediate tyres. I'm hoping we can get the time to do one flying lap with her. Should have. May not have time, but then you can have one lap trying to get used to intermediate tyres. Well, let's see, that was great. Well, I think we're going to leave well alone there. The handling seems to be excellent. 75 seems quite. We put him out for one lap on intermediate. Oh, and the water's gone off the track now. Now where is she? She's coming around. Put her up. Attack. She can get one lap in. I'm right. Attack. I want to get him around as quick as possible. On my other team, I've got one driver who hates the rain. He's leading by the end of one lap of rain. He's normally down in 19th, 20th place. Will he make it? Can he start his lap? Just crossed the line just in time. Oh, she's overtaken him. That's not going to go down well. But we are struggling a bit there, and the tyres are going to go off very quickly indeed. We've got some knowledge. Not a lot, I'm afraid. Oh, we're up to level 2 now. And that's it, that's practice over. We'll just have a quick look at the figures. And next week we will attempt to run it. As you can see, because we took a chance and tried to get the setup right before the rain came, we missed our real chance of running well, but that shouldn't matter. And they're not happy with me, the fans. Oh, and one of these sports networks, UKSN, which I imagine stands for United Kingdom Sports Network. Continue on, bring this just through to the race. Let that come up, then we will quit for now, and we will come back next week and actually do the race. Oh, hold on, and what I want to do, continue, I want to go up here to save, and now we will exit, and I say thanks very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please leave a like.